Mosselmau, Germany. Add a comma and think of it as the Toyota 86860 Special Edition. I like this, a Toyota Motor North America exec says of my suggestion. Toyota just unveiled its own edition version of their 86, the drift artist formerly generally known as Scion FR-S. The 860 Special Edition is built to move the 86 slightly upmarket and discover whether the low-volume fancy car can entice an elderly and better well-off consumer, stereotypically called having a midlife crisis. Good news is the fact that for all the changes besetting the Toyota Subaru joint venture sports vehicle, individuals who have been drawn to sufficiently powered, lighter-weight sports cars won't much like the 86 any under before. Toyota figures the bottom model 86 will fascinate young, single buyers, as you move. The 86 860 Special Edition is designed for the empty nester. The point is the fact that the 2017 Toyota 86, like its Subaru BRZ sibling, is associated with the subsegment composed of just two other competitors, the inevitable Mazda MX-5 Miata, and also the Fiat 124 Spider. Small, tight, simple, lightweight, rear-wheel drive, and created to carve up a twisty road in lieu of take on Camaros and Mustangs between Woodward Avenue stoplights. What could Toyota possibly caused by a mess-up its 4-year-old undertake this formula? Toyota brought us to Switzerland and Germany to sample a mixed bag of recent 86s following a 2017 Geneva Motor Show. The 860 Special Edition on display, although not driven, became a one-off right-hand drive prototype, though this SE will probably be sold only inside the US. I drove several European spec models, each with assorted elements on the 17 model year update. Cosmetically, the facelifted 17 model is made up of new front fascia and rear lower fascia, those plastic parts of the body that don't need a huge tear-up prior to complete redesign. The new front fascia, which extends through the hood line for the underbody, presenting an air dam within the lower edge for better aerodynamics. There are subtle aero elements added for the profile, which include convex notches inside front and rear side marker lights, as well as the body-colored horizontal piece running with the side vent designs inside front fenders. There's a smaller diameter leader, upgraded seat materials and Grand Lux simulated suede added towards the passenger side instrument cluster. The Alcantara competitor already supplies the pad for the top of the door panels plus the instrument cluster shroud. A new 4.2-inch thin-film transistor center dash screen is upgraded, which has a G-meter, torque curve display and stopwatch. Controls remain too small and finicky for your midlife crisis crowd. The Scion FR-S's snow mode is replaced, having a second ABS mode. Under the sheet metal, redesign intake runners add 5 horsepower on the old Scion FR-S's 200, nevertheless the increase is made for North American manual models only. The rear-end ratio has become lowered from 4.1 to 1 to 4.3 to 1, and also the rear structure with the car has additional braces to generate the chassis stiffer, allowing Toyota Toyota Gazoo Racing, which campaigns 86s in sports vehicle and rally racing in Europe, chief engineer Tetsuya Tada, to stiffen top suspension while softening the back suspension and adding an increased rear anti-roll bar. The changes make the newest 86 closer to your new Subaru BRZ, Tada-san says. Whereas the existing Scion FR-S was tuned to compete in drift events with little if any aftermarket modification, the revolutionary Toyota 86 is a lot more planted, a top quality that drifters can tune out, which has a few non-stock parts. This month or year, examination cars was required to wear various brands' winter tires while being driven through Northwest Europe, though they didn't feel as squirmy as, say, Bristone Blitzaks feel on the Mazda Miata. I didn't want different tires to customize the handling, Tada says in broken English, which can be far better than my Japanese. The 86's summer tire spec is identical. The truth is, as within the Toyota Prius, though Tada concedes that winter tires on this fancy car are not ideal. Slaloming right, then left, around numerous Swiss and German roundabouts, we also drove, briefly, through Austria and Liechtenstein. The 86's rear wheels complied and took a group to offer good seat of the pants feedback. The steering is quick, communicative and fabulous, and even though the suspension is stiff enough to deliver every road imperfection, the vehicle doesn't skate over bumps. The 2.0-litre horizontally opposed Subaru Force 205 horsepower appears like, well, 205 horsepower, but to repeat, if you're as inclined toward this sort of sports vehicle, it's plenty. The 86 can easily find its way to avoid it of a corner, providing you're from the right gear. The 86's 6-speed, enhanced which has a new list of synchros, begs for constant rowing, anyway. Toyota bristles with the suggestion of adding a turbocharger, say, as an example, the Subaru WRX's 268 horsepower boxer engine, which could negatively get a new linearity with the power band. Unfortunately, the throttle and brake pedals are simply a bit past an acceptable limit apart for simple heel and toe downshifts, an outcome, Toyota says, from the fallout from Toyota's unintended acceleration debacle earlier this decade. The updates add just 17.6 pounds on the new model, Toyota says. Toyota and Subaru engineered this chassis to allow for a convertible version without resorting to heavy bracing, but that won't happen on this generation model. Toyota would really like a convertible through the get-go for another generation model, but he hinted that Toyota has yet to sign off with an 86 Mark II. The Toyota 86 is fun and responsive on any road, in every traffic, providing you're inclined to these kinds of things just as much as we are. You shouldn't have to have a special edition to convince you, whatever you're, though there's nothing wrong with spending several $1,000s more for the 860. It's a legitimate $1,720, because 860 is going to be offered in Supernova Orange and 860 will likely be offered in Halo White, either with black vertical stripes running nose through top to tail, bisecting a European spec rear spoiler painted both gloss and flat black. There are black chrome 18-inch alloys, black capped, heated side view mirrors, a black underpaint reducing rear fascia. Inside you'll find black leather seats with orange trim, plus orange trim for the steering wheel, handbrake and gearshift boots, keyless push-button start and dual-zone climate control. Toyota make use of the special edition to gauge when it should present an upmarket 86 for 2018 and beyond, and there's no reasonable argument against it. Even with the special kit, the 2017 Toyota 86 860 Special Edition lists for $30,040 for that 6-speed manual. The 6-speed automatic can be another $720, and that is $2,900 over a standard 86, and $2,100 greater 2017 Subaru BRZ Limited when preloaded with optional 17-inch STI black alloy wheels. Hurry, if you'd like your 860 properly equipped, boatloads effortlessly 1,520 Toyota 86 860 Special Editions are approaching US ports in the present day, and brand manager Paul Zaplicki expects about 60% of them, such as the standard 86, are going to be manuals. That's just 1,032 cars. Perhaps they should be called the Toyota 86 516 Special Edition. 2017 Toyota 86 specifications on sale now, price $27,140/$30,050, base/as tested engine 2.0 liters stock 16 valve H4 205 horsepower at 7,000 revolutions per minute, 156 pounds to feet at 6,400 revolutions per minute, transmission 6-speed manual, 6-speed automatic layout, 2-door, 4-passenger, front engine. RWD coupe PPA mileage 21.28 miles per gallon, city/highway LXWXH 166.7 by 69.9 by 50.6 in wheelbase, 101.2 in weight, 2,774 pounds, 0 to 60 miles per hour 6.4 seconds, est top speed 144 miles per hour, est.